Hey, welcome back to my channel. My name is Abigail B. If you're new to my channel, I talk about all things interior design and how you optimize your space to meet its full potential. I also show you my life behind the scenes as an interior designer, so I do some vlogs as well. So yeah, a bit of lifestyle in the mix. So if you love that kind of content, you're going to love this channel. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and press the notification button so you do not miss out on any videos. And most of all, comment. I love building the community. I love chatting. So yeah, please comment below, say what you think, say if you agree, if you disagree, or if you just simply want to say something nice. We're all about positivity here. I would definitely welcome that. Also follow me on Instagram. I'm not asking for a lot here, am I? But yeah, just follow me on all my platforms and join this journey for elevating our spaces. Let's get into this video. So I have actually done a TikTok on this very recently about how to make ugly interiors also look, elevated, make it look aesthetically pleasing. I feel like it's possible. There's some things that we can't get rid of, some things we can, but some things have to be there. But how do we reform that and change it to make it a bit more aesthetically pleasing, make it coincide with our design style so that it's not an eyesore? Some people just ignore it and carry on, but I feel like if you're in this space of elevation, let's try out different ways. Now, things I'm going to talk about, they may not work, they may work, let's see. But yeah, these are just some tips. I'll even stop here, and just because I like using analogies so that you understand the concept better. It's basically like if we have someone that's just wearing jeans and a white t-shirt. Okay, very basic. I won't say it's ugly, but it's just very basic. However, if we go up a step and maybe add a few more components to it to elevate this look, can you see the difference? Now we are really coming out of it. We're adding style, we're optimizing it, and it looks so much more better than what it would usually is. So it's just things like that that we want to just take advantage of, just bring it up a notch. Okay. So I have got top 10. There's plenty more. So if there's something I've forgotten, please comment below and say, oh, what about this? I'd love to hear about that. All right, so the first one is TVs. Now, put your hand up. Like we all know TVs are not the prettiest looking things, unless you get one of the Samsung TVs, or some people have projectors, even those I don't even know, it's question mark. Or I don't know. Generally, unless it's a cinema room, it's not very aesthetically pleasing, but it's a need. Some might argue it's a want, but having this in your space sometimes could be an eyesore. So how do we make this a bit more aesthetically pleasing to fit in your space? So there's so many ways. Probably if you do a media wall and have the TV kind of be implanted into the wall, so it's all nice and flush, so it's like a whole system and it looks very seamless. I definitely would recommend those. If some people have made like a contraption where you can actually close, I'll just show you some pictures, you can close the space so that you can't see the TV, and then when you want to put it in use, you open it up and there it is. So it's like a piece of art. And then talking about artwork, you can actually do some DIY wooden frames. I still think you're trying to do something to it to elevate it, but if it's like a TV and it's just not working by doing that, then try something else, because it doesn't work all the time. Another thing is microwaves. Now, I laugh because every time on my Instagram and I mention that, it really is a bugbear for some people. I don't know why, but they're ugly. They are ugly. This is like a box firing infrareds, radiation onto our food to heat it up, whatever it is. Yeah, but generally, even if you get some that do look quite stylish, I must say, unless you've got one that really kind of complements your kitchen, just looks ugly. So a way to come around that is to be like me, maybe get rid of it and think about maybe the health benefits of it as well. Or you can have it integrated into your kitchen unit, into a cupboard. Yeah, there's so many various ways. Or if you do have a really big space in your kitchen, you can maybe store it somewhere else and then bring it out whenever you use it. I do that with my air fryer. It's not on show. It's in a designated place, and when it needs to be used, it comes out. So yeah, that's another way around it. Now, I know you're thinking sofas are not ugly. Trust me, they can be ugly. They can actually be ugly. If you don't pick the right one, you have a disastrous interior design. Like the sofa, let me just let me just tell you this, the sofa is like the heart of the living room sometimes, the seating area, because where you spend most of the time, and it just creates a lot of moments in these spaces. You have to get it right. Sometimes even the decor around it is made in regards to the sofa element of it. So if you get your sofa wrong, that's what I mean, it's disastrous. And some people don't think so intentionally in that they decorate the room, they get the sofa afterwards, or get the sofa first and then realize, oh, actually, I don't actually want the room like that. So I'll just say, be on the safe side and get something that's quite neutral. But I'll also say with that, get something that's fun, not basic, not the square box kind of shape, maybe something modular or curved, or something that brings some visual interest as well, so that it doesn't look boring and it doesn't look ugly. Next thing is shoe storage. Now we all have, okay, not all of us, but most of us have the common kind of IKEA box standard shoe storage. I would say with IKEA stuff, never just take it as how it is. It's made to be elevated if you can. So yeah, I've upcycled mine and it looks completely different now. It's dark blue with like gold. No, actually no, brass kind of vintage handles to it, completely different. I still think they're ugly anyway, but there is no space to put the shoes, so I'd rather it be there than nowhere else. So yeah, if you haven't got a choice, just be very intentional with it. Get something that kind of suits the hallway, elevates the hallway, as I've shown so many examples here. If you can put it in a different room, if you've got cupboard space, definitely what I would say, put it in there. Yeah, just they're just ugly. They are. Some things, it just is what it is. I just find them not very good looking. And yeah, let's just try it and elevate that. So next things is bins. Now, bins we need. If you do have bins inside your house, I would say put it in a designated area, or have it kind of integrated again. If you're building a new kitchen, this is something that you may want to consider. Another thing would be maybe just to get one that it looks nice, and like if you've got silver or you've got a white kitchen, maybe go for a white one. If you've got black kitchen, maybe go for a black one, so it's seamless and it's not an eyesore and it doesn't stand out, because they're not nice, and they can be very expensive as well. They can be, but I think it's an investment that's worth having, worth doing, because otherwise it will just literally again just ruin the whole look of your kitchen. Talking from experience. This is kid storage boxes. Kid storage boxes can look not very nice. I've just got a thing about loud colors. I just don't particularly like them. So I'll say, if you do want to have it, especially if it's in your living room, you don't want it to kind of bring attention to it, like, oh my gosh, I've got a child here. It's fine. Just put it in like a wicker basket, I would say, or even if it's like a linen or cloth basket, something that looks really nice, an ottoman, something that really kind of complements your room and it looks like it's part of the decoration, but really it's not. Nobody needs to know what's inside. Or if you've got a sofa that has an ottoman to it, maybe you store the kids' stuff in there. Or most importantly, maybe just don't have it in the living room. And I think this is another video, but I think it's really important for adults to have that time and have that space where they can kind of, I'm not saying like disconnect from the children, but just have something that is a bit more protected and beautiful to be in that space. And yeah, why not? So yeah, we'll talk about that in another video anyway. Dated decor can also look very ugly. So if you've got things that are from 2020, 2025, 2015, I don't know, something from a very long time ago that just is not happening right now, doesn't look nice, I would say maybe upcycle or recycle, maybe take it to a charity shop, take it to someone else that may want to use it. And this is why it's very important to be careful with this like fast kind of trending decor, because when it goes out it doesn't look nice. Same with, like, it's a bit different to fashion because you can change it and it can be interchangeable, but when it comes to decor, sometimes it can really just look not very nice. And yeah, I would just say either get rid of it or upcycle it, or take it away and then bring it back a couple of years time. Radiators can be very ugly if you have the box standard ones, the white ones. Usually when you move into your space, they're just there. I would say if you've got the money, invest and just change them. If you're going for a traditional style, then you can get, I think they're called designer radiators. You can get some of those. If you're going for a modern style, then maybe like the flat surface ones, and in various different colors as well, to kind of merge with the decor in the room. You can also paint them if you want to be a little bit on a budget. Paint them and do like, you know, a bit of drenching, adding the same color to the radiator as your wall, so it's like camouflaged in, again looking very seamless and put together, so we don't see any ugly white radiators just staring at us. Next is piping and exposed wires. Now, they have to be there. There's nothing we can do about it, but it can be very, very ugly. And I would say don't do it, because literally, can you imagine? Like, your house can look so nice and then you've got your TV up and there's just wires dangling down everywhere. It's just horrible. It's like walking down the street with like your shirt opened and just, I don't know, I'll find a picture of someone that just looks scruffy. This is what it looks like. It looks scruffy, doesn't look tidy. So yeah, invest and try and get it implanted into the wall, so you can't see it. You have to get trunking, get trunking. If you have to find ways of just hiding it, please do that. It just doesn't look nice. Hide it under your floorboards. I've seen people do that as well. And piping as well. Sometimes it's inevitable, it cannot be moved depending on the structure of the house. Maybe paint it so it's the same color as your walls, or box it in. So you just box it in so it doesn't even look like there's piping there. There's just so many ways. Those little things are just really irritating and ugly, and they can really make your space go from looking elevated and expensive to just looking cheap. Last but not least is small windows. Now I've put this one in because I've spoken about other videos about, you know, going big and better, and bringing in lots of light into your space, you know, really allows it to look quite fresh, rejuvenated. And when you've got a house that has loads of small windows, I know sometimes you may not be able to help it, but for some reason it just doesn't give elevation, it doesn't give luxury, it doesn't give expensive. So I would say for that, if you can't change the size of your window, then think about your window dressing, get some curtains that elongate, touching the ceilings all the way down, kissing the floor. Like if you watch my videos, you know I talk about this and I teach this. So yeah, do things like that to make your window look bigger and larger on a larger scale. If you can't do that, or if you're able to invest and you are renovating your home, you may want to think about getting larger windows, and you'll see the difference that it makes. 100% agree. I have actually got a friend that had a small window and she's changing it now to a bigger one. Good on you, girl. So I hope these tips were helpful. I hope there's some things that you may want to apply. Maybe there's some other things that you're like, oh, what about this? Drop it in the comment box below. Please come back and watch more of my videos. I really do appreciate it. And yeah, I will see you in another sit down video, or maybe a vlog. We'll see. Not sure what I'm doing next week, but yeah. All right. Thank you. Bye.